Yo. What's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today's date is May the 8th. Good morning, man. Good morning, y'all. I hope y'all had a good night's sleep, man. Hope y'all got them Z's in. I'm fortunate enough to be off on this Monday. I know a lot of people are getting ready or probably already at work. With the day jobs, man, but I'm gonna have this video ready for you when you get off, whenever you're available to watch it. And I want to talk about, today's 10 games, man. We got a 10-gamer, MLB, perfect amount of games, not too much, not too little. We can find value. We have a lot of pitching options. It should be fun, man. I woke up this morning in a really good mood. I'm focused, and I'm ready to get to the green line, man. So with these 10 games, I want to run through every game, touch on everybody, pause, and then I'm gonna give you kind of a thumbs up, thumbs down if I like a player, if I don't. And then at the end of the video, I will give you my top pitching, and then I'm gonna give you my top stacks. So without further ado, man, let's hop into it, man. Let's get focused, man. Focus mindset, man. We got to take this serious. We got to dig into some things, figure out what we like, what we don't, make a player pool, man, and get ready to dominate tonight. So first game, man, we got the Nationals versus the Orioles. Both teams' implied run total is 4.6. The arms on the mound is going to be Gio Gonzalez, the lefty, versus Kevin Gausman. From this game, man, we all know the National bats are hot. They stay warmed up, man. I never want to target any Nationals team. I don't like. They would need Chris Sale and Max Scherzer wrapped into one, and then I would think about picking the pitcher, man. Because these Nationals, man, they're so dangerous. A lot of hitters, man, throughout their lineup. It's always scary. So Gausman, I'm going to go ahead and mark him off my list. Now, Gio Gonzalez, he's a little tricky. The K stuff should be there. Baltimore, they struggle against lefties. But myself personally, I think the Orioles backs are starting to heat up, man. I really do. So that's not something I want to target. Trey Mancini especially, man, he's been crushing. Last night, I believe he went 3 for 4. He's at the bottom of their lineup, man. And y'all know I got a little love for J.J. Hardy. I think he's super duper underrated. But that's besides the point. But they're super top heavy. This Baltimore lineup with Richard, Jones, Machado, Trombone, Chris Davis, Scope. Like, that's not top heavy. That's their lineup. And then Mancini and Hardy, that's their lineup, man. Like, I think they're decent. I'm not sure if I'll be having any Gio today, but I don't think I would completely throw him out the window because we know the Orioles struggle against left bats. But anyways, we're gonna hop over to the next one. We got the Cleveland Indians versus the Blue Jays. Implied run total for Cleveland is 4.2. Implied run total for Toronto, 4.4. The arms on the mound, Trevor Bauer versus Marcus Stroman. Trevor Bauer, he just don't do it for me, to be honest, man. I look for high K upside, and I don't see Trevor Bauer striking out 8 or 9 batters. So for that reason, even though he might have a decent game, man, like if you want to pay down and then stack up on some big bats, Bauer, he could be in play, man. But I think the Blue Jay bats, they're starting to get it going a little bit as well. Jose Bautista is going to come around sooner or later. I know I keep saying that, but, I just feel like he got to, man. He's playing so terrible right now. He's not seeing the ball. He's starting to make a little contact, but, I'm not sure I want any Bauer. Marcus Stroman, I think he's a really decent pitcher, man. One of the top tier, lower under the radar pitchers. I always like me some Stroman, but I don't like testing these Cleveland bats, man. I really don't. They scare me, man. They have a lot of home run upside. They have and they have good hitters, man. They have consistent hitters. I think Edwin is starting to finally get it rolling. He's starting to pick up a few more hits. So Marcus Stroman he's an option, man. But myself personally, I'm gonna go somewhere else, man. I'm being honest. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Next game we got Kansas City Royals versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Implied run total for the Royals 3.4. Implied run total for the Rays 4.1. The arms on the mound, we got Nate Kearns versus the lefty Blake Snell. Here's the deal, man. Kearns in his last game, he pitched a gem, man. He did really, really good. I'm going to pull up the game log real quick. I know he did good, man, because the slate I was in, I thought about going with him. All right, so he had six. He pitched 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 0 earned runs, 1 hit, and that was against the White Sox, which is crazy, man, because Nate Kearns he's not even their top 2 pitchers. But you see Danny Duffy, the Royals' #1 pitcher. He's been struggling with the White Sox, man. Like, he can't get out of the 5th inning versus the White Sox, and he had a pretty decent game, man. 30-point game. That's on DraftKings. Give me 1 second. Buy me something, Hey, my bad about that. Had to get a little water. You know, you gotta stay hydrated, man. You gotta stay hydrated. But yeah, man, I don't think I don't think I want any Kearns. I'm looking for bigger and better upside. I don't think he'll match his last performance. Blake Snell, he actually may be in play just because the struggles of the Kansas City Royals. They can't hit shit right now, man. They're swinging the bat like they're swinging way out of the strike zone. I seen an interview with their manager, and they was just talking about, man, we gotta at least start getting some walks, drawing some walks, man, because their bats are ice cold. We see them switching in and out different players, trying to get a little spark. But they're going through it right now. Blake Snell, he's not my personal favorite. But you know, I guess he is a decent arm. I'm a little biased because I really don't like him. Last game he had 9 strikeouts, which is very, very that's top dollar, man. That's pretty decent. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. But I don't know, man. I think he is an option. I'll actually write him down, man. I think he is an option, man. But more than likely, I'm going to be looking for something a little bit better. Moving on to the next game, we got the New York Yankees versus Cincinnati Reds. Implied run total 4.6 to a 4 even. We got Tanaka versus Rookie Davis. Those are the arms on the mound. Tanaka, he's been pretty decent. I know he had that completed game not too long ago. Cincinnati Reds, their bats are hot too, man. We got to be real. Their bats they're starting to see the ball really good. They're on a nice home stand. They've been playing a lot of games at home, and we all know Great American Small Ballpark is real, man. It's like a super mini Coors. The ball flies out of that ballpark. Tanaka, I think he's decent enough to kind of control the game, if you will. But I definitely want to target some things out of this game. Rookie Davis, I'm not a big fan. I know last game I suggested to stack against him, and he came out and had the best game of his career so far. He went 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, 0 earned runs. That 0 earned runs hurt me, man. I had the Pirates stat going. But anyways, man, I think we could definitely target him. So I'm going to throw him out the window. He's not on my pitching radar. Tanaka is an option, so I'm going to write him down as well. Next game, we got the Giants versus the New York Mets. We have the lefty Matt Moore versus Jacob deGrom, which is now, like, he's the GOAT. Implied run total 3.4 for the Giants, 3.9 for the Mets. Matt Moore, I think he's decent. I tend to take him at home. Like, I know I hate when people throw stats out they sound crazy, man. But home road splits, that's a stat I can buy into. You know, the Giants have a really, really good pitching ballpark. But yeah, man, I think these Mets, I recommended a Mets stack yesterday going up against Uriah, and that man, he was out of his mind. I knew he was a decent pitcher. I didn't expect him to shut out the Mets. But the Mets implied run total is 3.9. I think we could definitely look at some of these Mets bats. Now, Jacob deGrom, he's definitely in play. He's probably my top pitcher. I just got to figure out what bats I want and see if I can make them fit, man. I'm not going to lie. I made a lineup last night, and I had to come off of him. I started him off as my starting pitcher, but the stacks that I wanted to do, I couldn't afford them, man. So I went to the next best thing, which is in the next game. Now, the next game we have is the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Miami Marlins. We have Carlos Martinez versus the lefty Adam Conley. You know, implied run total 3.9 to 3.6. I think Carlos Martinez is definitely in play. You know, he has the K stuff. He's a savvy. He's just a sneaky good pitcher, man. He's really good. I like him a lot. If he's not going up against a team that's super that's super stacked with the bats, I always give him an eye. Adam Conley, he's been terrible so far this year. I think eventually he'll do a little better. If I'm not mistaken, his last game was pretty decent. He went 5 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs against the Rays, with 17 DraftKings points. I'm not getting any of him. And the only thing slowing me down from Carlos Martinez is they're playing in the Miami Park, which it's okay, man. It's slick neutral as far as hitters versus pitchers park. But the temperature, man, is hot. It's hot. It's 81 degrees out there, man. So we need to keep that in mind. You know, when the temperature's up, the ball tends to fly a little bit more. The next game we have the Chicago Cubs versus the Colorado Rockies. This game is at Coors. Has a little rain concern. We definitely need to keep an eye out for that. Team implied run totals 5.9 to 5.2. We have an ace in Jake Arrieta. This will be the cheapest you will ever be able to purchase him. I wrote him down as an option just because, like I said, man, he's an ace. He's not playing in a favorable ballpark, man, but I think he could get some Ks, man. He hasn't been playing that good. I know his ownership will be pretty low. I don't see a bunch of people targeting this game because it's so popular for hitting. Maybe we could sneak in an Arrieta lineup, man. And then you have Santazella. I don't want any of him. We're gonna throw him out the window. Now, this next game, it gets a little ugly as far as me on pitching. I don't want a lot of these guys, so I'm going to kind of run through this and get to my next video with the hitters. We have Ricky Nolasco versus Kendall Graveman. I don't want any of those guys. And then we have Nick Martinez versus Trevor Cahill. And Cahill's been pretty sneaky good, man. I don't think he's real as his numbers look, but we'll have to see, man. But I don't want any of those pitchers. And then we have Trevor Williams versus Alex Wood. I know Alex Wood has been pitching pretty well. You know, he actually has a good matchup. We could actually write him down. I'm going to write him down. And then I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. I'm going to continue this. Y'all bless up.